If you enjoyed what we did today, please continue to follow our Facebook page. And don't forget to like, comment, or share all the things that we post. If you have any suggestions for other things we can offer to our quilting group, please make a comment and let us know. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed spending this day with us and had fun making our quilt. If you are interested in the American Sewing Guild Fort Wayne chapter, please comment below and one of us will get back with you with more information. Please visit our website as well as our Facebook page. Our website address is ASG Fort Wayne, spelling out the words fortwayne.org. Go to the contact section of the website and you can contact one of the officers and we will get back with you with more information. Hope you can join us again soon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now comes the fun part. We're going to put all of your rows together. So pick up your pile of row 1. Remember, row 1 starts with a dark rectangle and all the way down here, it ends with a light rectangle. So dark at the top, light at the bottom. Pick up row 2, which begins with a dark square and then a light rectangle. And it ends with a dark square and a light rectangle. You will sew row 1 to row 2. Now these are long, long rows. It's almost like the Long, Long Trailer, if any of you remember that show. So what I did to make this easier and to make sure they fit together well, I pin at the beginning of the row. I pin them together at the end of the row, and then I fold them to find the middle. And pin those middles, and then I match up those pins to make sure that if one is a little bit longer than the other one, they will still go together quite nicely without having a dimple or a pleat where you don't want one. So row 1 to row 2. When you've done your row 1 and row 2, we're going to move to rows. Can you guess? Can you guess? Rows 3 and 4. Row 3 begins with a white rectangle and ends with a dark rectangle. Row 2 begins with a
Row 4.
Row 4. Oh, they told me I said the wrong number. This is row 4. Begins with a light rectangle or a light square and a dark rectangle, and it ends with a light square and a dark rectangle. And doing the same thing, matching the ends and the middles so it goes together nice and smoothly without any darts, pleats, or anything extra in there. So you'll do that with all of your rows. Then you're going to sew. You have 2 sets now. You have row 1 and 2, row 3 and 4. You're now going to sew 1 and 2 with 3 and 4. And the 2 you will sew together will be your row 2 and your row 3. So row 2 starts with the dark square, and row 3 begins with a light rectangle. Then you'd have row 4 over here, row 1 over here. Now you should have 4 strips sewn together. Would you like to see what that looks like? And there is one section of your quilt. Now you should have 8 of these sections. Now your job is to stitch 8 sections together, making sure that each section starts, oh, I had it upside down. Okay.
Now then, yes.
Okay, I had it upside down, never mind. Making sure that all of your sections match so that you have the dark rectangle, the dark square, the light rectangle, the light square, and this section will begin with the dark rectangle, or the dark rectangle, the dark square, the light rectangle, the light square, and all the way across your quilt. And then it's ready for a border if you wish, or you can call it done, however you want. But this is such a fun quilt, and I'm already planning to make some more of them. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you.
Talk about it.
Now that your quilt top is done, if you choose to add borders, you may. My suggestion would be for your light fabric, be your first border, and that can be any size you wish, from 1.5 inches, 2.5, 3. Then your second border would be your dark border. And again, it could be any size you wish, but typically it's larger than your first border. You should have enough fabric left from your 3.5 yards of each color to do 2.5-inch borders and make your binding. For your back of the quilt, you will need to purchase additional fabric, or if you're lucky, pull it out of your stash. Hope you had as much fun as I did. Have a wonderful afternoon.